Hello, what's up? I'm Horrigan and welcome back to my YouTube channel, all about self-development, growth, motivation, inspiration and the law of attraction. Today's video is just going to be a really chatty catch up, so grab a tea, grab a snack, grab some water and we're going to have a good old, just a chat. So today is going to be a little bit of a different video. It's going to be less structured and more just about me and my life and just a bit of a chat rather than just a specific law of attraction video. I felt like making this because, you know, there's been a lot of stuff going on recently. We're in lockdown still and I haven't really done a video like this in a long time. So I thought I'd do it, and what better way to do it now I'm a whole year older. I've done another lap around the sun. I'm 23, so that is exciting, I guess. I was going to grab a hot chocolate, but I've decided I'm just going to drink this whole half a litre of water in the entire time that I film the video. So there is just a few things that I want to share along the theme of birthdays and growing up and getting a bit older. And I seen this tweet that said, I feel like I'm constantly worrying about the next part of my life without realising that I'm right in the middle of what I used to look forward to. And I felt that. And I felt that because I think that when we're getting older and we're doing all these things, our achievements always become a moving target, which is what I was speaking about on my podcast a few weeks ago. We don't necessarily support and celebrate our small wins of what we do in everyday life. Even getting up out of bed this morning, even doing a small workout, that is something to be celebrated right now. And these are things what are going to get you through the day. And I really think this comes into like growing up and getting a little bit older, because when it comes to birthdays, I've always previously thought like, oh my god, what have I achieved in the last year? Have I made it yet? Have I done this yet? And really go into like a negative mode of what have I done, and I haven't done enough in this year. But also, what is that measured of? What is the measure of now I'm 23? What should have I achieved in my 23 years of my life on earth? So I think you've got to be really careful in thinking that, you know, you'll be happy when, or you'll be successful when, and really just enjoy the journey. And I know this is so cliche, but you've got to, you know, I think I'm really, well, I don't even think, I know I'm really guilty of doing this, of thinking I will be happy when I'm at this end goal. I will be content and feel successful when I've reached this kind of point in my life or my career. However, you can't look at it like that, because you've got to just enjoy the journey, quite literally. And I'm going to say it again, I know it sounds so cliche, but you've got to, because if you don't, you're going to get to a point in an age where you realise that, you know, you should have enjoyed the journey. You shouldn't have worried about where you were going and how you were getting there, when you should have just enjoyed it, enjoyed the place that you're at, enjoyed where you were going. Turning 23 and past birthdays, I've been very, very guilty of that. Really hope I can defer people from doing this in the future, because I think it's a really important factor and it can get people down a lot. I know that I used to feel like this, and I'm actually going to look for a post that I posted on my 22nd birthday. I've written a bit of like a deep caption on my birthday post and I need to find it. Save your tears for another day. That song is in my head. The Weeknd performed on the Super Bowl halftime show this weekend. He was amazing. Like, I was impressed. As if I'm saying that as if I'm like the biggest music critic in the world. No, but it just inspires me. Like, creative performances like that inspire me so much. And I've always loved the Super Bowl, the whole production, the hype, everything about it. So that is something that I was so impressed at. I just love the whole creative, the story, the production of it, and it was amazing. And The Weeknd did not disappoint. And I'm hoping that we can get to see him very soon on tour next year, if everything goes ahead, that is. So the quote that I put on for my 22nd birthday is that I just said, wow, 21 was certainly a year that I'll never forget, but today, my 22nd birthday, it's the first birthday that I've not felt unfulfilled or feel like I'm not where I'm supposed to be. But I am right where I'm supposed to be. The next year I'm going to tell myself more every day. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. The past year is going to be a tough one to beat. I'm making the next year all about new energy, being bold, fearless of myself, and being the best version of myself that I can be. I'm so unbelievably hyped for this next year. 22, let's do this. Now, did I know what my 22nd year on earth was going to bring me? No, I certainly did not, and I would never anticipate that I would even believe to imagine what would happen in the last year. But that's what it's all about. It's all about the energy, your growth, your self-growth, and being the best version of yourself. And being the best version of yourself that you can be. And that's all we can be right now. As I was saying about the whole time thing in my YouTube a couple of weeks ago in my podcast, if you can do anything over the next few weeks or months that we've got left of lockdown, work on yourself, work on your self-development, your fitness, do things that are going to better yourself in the future for the summer. You're going to be so thankful for doing this. And something that really kind of came as a realization to me just a couple of weeks ago, I was on a networking day thing, and I took so much advice, knowledge and inspiration from this day. I honestly did. I'm unbelievably grateful for being able to attend this day. They were speaking about being a finished product of like what you want to be, your end goal. And in order to be this finished product, you need to go on a journey. You need to learn so much, meet so many different people, work in different places. And you're not going to be this finished goal, this finished product, this polished final product in like a year. You're going to be this product in like, I don't know, 5-10 years. And I think that was such an important thing that I needed to hear, because I'm always like, right, what is the step that I need to get there? However, it's not just one step. It's going to be probably 10 years worth of steps in order for me to get where I want to be in my life and my career. Sometimes I am a stress head and I'm thinking, how do I get there? Well, I'm not where I'm meant to be, but truth is I'm exactly where I need to be, because as long as I keep taking these baby steps, I'm going to get to my final destination. It's just going to take a long time, and that's what it is. It's all just a journey, a learning curve, and yeah, that's what a birthday should be. You should celebrate your achievements of the last year, which I have. Celebrate your loved ones and your friends being so close to you, and that's what it is. I was actually having like a really deep moment last week, and I think I searched Google and typed, why do we celebrate birthdays? Because I was thinking, why do people give people gifts for birthdays? Like, why do we celebrate them? And we just came to the conclusion of, it's a celebration of life, it's a celebration of you, it's a celebration of you having another 365 days to live. And it's a very positive thing, and it's all about growth. You're 1 year older, and even though there's so much still very unclear when the end of this whole pandemic is going to be, we can still be so grateful and look forward to the future. And I've been stressing a lot over the last few months, I'm not going to lie, over a graduate job. But now I know that when I do get this graduate job, it's all just going to be such a big learning curve. And I have so much to learn, so much, and so much I still want to do. And it's okay that I'm not perfect and I'm not the best presenter or podcast maker or whatever I'm doing. But as long as I'm doing that and I'm taking the first step to doing that and I'm learning and I'm progressing, then that's good. That's what we want. That's what we need. I don't have to drown in all this stuff of, oh my god, what am I doing? Where am I going? Like, as long as I'm enjoying myself, I'm happy, and I'm working towards my life goals, then I'm happy. So I'm happy, and I'm very excited for where the rest of this year is going to go, and I'm excited to get a graduate job, and I'm just excited for life. I'm hyped, and it's going to be good. So buckle up and get subscribing, and if you're here for the ride, buckle up, get subscribing, listen to the podcast, because I'm sure that you will enjoy it if you are enjoying this video. Speaking of my podcast, it's actually grown immensely since the start of this year. I had my first ever guests on last week, my very, very good friends, Megan Quinn, who I call Quinn, and Molly Greg. So that was amazing. So if you haven't checked my first ever guest episode on my podcast out, I will link it in the description box down below. And if you haven't listened to my podcast yet, I will leave the trailer up here if you want to go check that out. That was amazing. We were speaking about growing up with the law of attraction, our experiences with it, and what methods really resonate with us and are successful for us. So it was a good like 40-45 minute conversation to get listening to. If you want to listen to that, we're actually going to record another episode of my podcast in around 6 months' time, because we said that we're going to set some goals, like 5 goals that we want to manifest, and then see what has kind of manifested in fruition in 6 months. So that's going to be a really fun episode in the future. I do actually have another guest on this week on my podcast, which will be amazing. Well, it already is amazing because we've already recorded it, so I know it is amazing. His name is Dan Westwood. He's an actor, presenter, all that good stuff on TV and radio. and he has since, through going through his own troubles and with his friends, set up his own mental health campaign. It's called #HereForYou, and it's all just about being here for your family and friends, being there for them in their time of darkness, in their time of need. And I think that's so important. We all need to be there for each other, especially in this time, but not even just in this time, in the future, in reality, in normal life. You know, mental health is something that is rising so much, and everyone is struggling with it, especially right now. So it's all our jobs to be there for one another. So if you haven't checked that out already, I will leave all the links in the description box down below if you do want to check that out. And all other episodes of my podcast is now streaming, so that's really good, and I'm so grateful for all the growth that's seen within the last month or so. Something else that I just wanted to briefly touch on is that I'm doing my best right now, and what going back on from earlier about being the whole finished product kind of thing. The truth is, right now, you can only do the best you can do. There's only very limited things that you can do from home in lockdown or wherever you are. You know, you can't volunteer, you probably can't give your absolute best because you're isolated, you're in your house or your flat, wherever you are. And I think that I was struggling with that and thinking, I need to do more, I need to get my name out there more. But the truth is, that is impossible right now. There are so many restrictions within lockdown that doesn't allow us to do that. So I'm doing the best I can right now. I'm, you know, retrying with my podcast, I'm trying my YouTube, I'm trying with my TikTok content. Everything else is not in our hands. We can't control it, and we can manifest all we want for this whole period of time to be over. However, the truth is that it's out of our control completely. The pandemic, we don't have any control over the pandemic, and you've got to remember that, because you're doing the best you can, and if you're doing your best, then you can't give any more. So claps to you for that, pat on the back for that. I'll be back to my normal upload schedule this Sunday, back with my normal law of attraction, manifesting, inspiring content. And I finally have my 2020 video coming out at the end of this week, which is very exciting. And it's very late this time because I was having a bit of difficulty with editing and making a video because I didn't have a lot of content that I filmed last year. So I was really struggling coming up with a concept for an end of year video. However, I did it, I've smashed it. I'm very proud and happy with it because I do want to keep up the tradition of having like an end of year video or summer video every once in a while, because I really do like making them cinematic style videos. So that's very exciting. So that'll be out at the end of the week, so keep an eye out for that. Subscribe for more content like this. Go smash the like button if you did enjoy it, and I'll be here same time, same place. Well, not even same time, but I'll be here same place on Sunday with a brand new law of attraction video. Your thoughts become things, choose the good ones, better days are coming.